Okay, so for those of you who don't know me, my name is Tamika Davis. I live in Rock Springs, Wyoming. I'm your top line leader. And I've been doing this business for almost 7 years now. And it's funny, Kelly Jo said that she's been teaching for 9 years. I remember her mom actually hired me for my first teaching job. And I remember I had started teaching before her because obviously her mom hired me. And she was subbing at the school that I was working in the district. And now she's officially been teaching longer than me by 3 years. So I feel like she's older than me now. But in this business, I've been doing it almost 7 years, like I said, and I taught for 6 years. So I've officially done It Works longer than I did my full-time teaching career that I was planning on doing for the rest of my life. So kind of, a big deal. And I love today on the family call, drop a one in not the family call, but the live that they did this morning, drop a one if you were listening to it live. Okay, drop a one in the comments so I know who was there. But Mark said that he was having a discussion with Cheyenne Knox, and Cheyenne said, I can't wait for my kids to be able to work this business. And she's not even married, no kids on the radar anytime soon. And he's like, man, way to put the pressure on me that I'm going to need to make sure that we stay at the top of our game for the next 20 plus years. And I actually thought, I don't know if any of you guys did, but I was like, in 20 years, I'm going to be 54 years old, still working this business. And I'm going to be able to say that I've worked this business for 27 years, and I'm still loving it, and so just kind of put in a little bit of perspective that this is legit, like a career if you want it to be. And what better career than to be able to help people. I had a conversation with my life coach today, and I shared with her that I got offered a job at the high school to be an interventionist, where I could get paid just as much as a regular teacher, get benefits, but not have to do all the crazy things that teachers have to do. And that I got to just tell them no, that I didn't need that. I said I would help them if they needed it, but I don't have to work a job. I literally, because of this business, have the choice of whether I want to work or not. And I can work because I want to, not because I have to. And I want that for each and every one of you guys, whether you want this to replace your income or whether you just want some side cash. I want this to give you the freedom of choice. And for me, when I started this, I literally started the business for $50. I wanted to be able to pay for a new product each month. That's it. I just wanted $50. And that's where I started. And then it started paying for some extra things like our house bills, like our little ones, right? Like water or electric, and some of our phone bill, and then eventually it started covering my car payment, and then it replaced my full-time income, and then it replaced my husband's full-time income, right? And it's just grown and grown and grown because I've grown and grown and grown, and I've gone through the ups and I've gone through the downs, and I'll choose to continue to go through those. And I know that if you guys do too, it will really unlock everything that you've ever wanted out of life, where you get to own your own time. You've got passive income coming in that you don't even have to work for anymore, that your bills are paid. In fact, you're debt free and all of those things. Okay. And so today I wanted to talk to you guys about the new promotion that came out, officially launched today, and then just kind of making sure that everybody knows what it entails and that you have a game plan to earn that $5,000 before Christmas. On the morning power hour, most of you guys have never spent $5,000 on Christmas. Anyone ever spent $5,000 on Christmas? I've never spent $5,000 on Christmas. Okay, maybe on a vacation around Christmas time, but I've never spent $5,000 on Christmas. So to say that your Christmas is going to be completely paid for, and it can essentially be your best Christmas ever, plus money left over in the bank to pay off whatever you needed to, or to save, for a rainy day, is going to bless everybody's lives, and everybody is capable of this. Okay. And so drop a 2 in the comments if you got into your e-suite today and read the document library about the rules. Drop a 2 if you did that. Don't lie. Drop a 2 if you got into your e-suite and you read the rules. Okay. So
I'm just getting off work right now,
Okay.
literally, so I didn't, that I admitted.
I'm just asking. So of the 41 people on here, 1, 2, 3, 4 people, okay, and I'm number 5. Okay, I literally was refreshing my eSuite until it popped up because it wasn't up when the live was there. Okay, so number one, you guys, you're your own business owner. No matter what you had going on today, it's important that you get in your eSuite sometime soon and you personally read the rules. You are a business owner. It is not my job to give you the information. It is your job to get the information. So everyone just shake their head like this and be like, I hear you. Okay, you are a business owner. Don't come knocking at my door saying, Tamika, I didn't earn the bonus. Tamika, da-da-da. I'm not your boss. I'm not your boss. You're your own boss. Okay, so regardless of whatever you had going on today, it is your job to get in the eSuite and read it. Now, just because you read it, does that mean it's going to make sense? No, right? Even for me, I'm going to tell you what I know. I'm going to decipher it the way that I did, but just because you read it doesn't mean it'll make sense. No, but you as a leader, guess what? Then you get to ask questions. You get to ask clarifying questions to make it make sense to you. Okay, that's what leaders do. So that's number one, you guys. Write this down on your homework if you have not read it. So how many of you guys is that? Like 35 of you need to write. Number one, get in my eSuite and read the document library. Okay, it's just under Fast Start, bonus, and Christmas cash, something or other. Okay, let me go ahead and screen share for you guys. All right, for those of you who have never logged into your eSuite before, eSuite.itworks.com bring you up to this. And then you're going to put in your ID number and your password. I know we got some new people on and some new people that are going to be watching the recording. Okay, you click on the document library. If you've never been in here before as a business owner, I would definitely get in here. Okay, homework assignment number 2, I haven't done. Read the new compensation plan. Like, let's see if they've updated the Fast Start section in the compensation plan, right? Let's print out a new one of those and replace our old one, because guess what? How we got paid just changed. And that's important as a business owner, right? And I haven't done it yet. It just barely dawned on me right now. It's like, ooh, I wonder if they changed that, right? So it's right here. You have Fast Start bonus and Christmas cash, the FAQs, which stands for frequently asked questions. And then you have the Fast Start bonus and Christmas cash official rules. Now, let me ask this for a little extra credit question. Does anybody know if this is available for people in other countries? Right? Yes or no? If you know if it's available for distributors in other countries, or is this US only? Anybody know that who read it? Okay, so is that important to know? Anybody talking to anybody in Canada or Mexico or Australia, any other countries, right? Okay, so we're gonna get in here and we are gonna click on Fast Start and Christmas bonus official rules. And I'm not going to read it all to you because, like I said, it's your homework assignment, right? But here's eligibility. Here's your official rules. Here's the timing and promotional period, the definition of what's a new distributor and an existing distributor, your terms, and all of that kind of stuff. Okay. And so you guys need to go through and read this. I'm going to decipher it as much as I possibly can for you guys based on what I know. Okay. So, and is it available in other countries? It is available in other countries. It's not available. Where is it? In Mexico, Korea, Philippines. So it is available for Canadian distributors. It's available for Australia. It's just not available for Mexico, Korea, Philippines. Everywhere else it is. So kind of a big deal, right? So what are we doing here? This is the 4-and-1 program. Okay, so I'm going to stop my share and I'm just going to tell you guys what I know about it. Okay, everybody who joined before September 1st. So if you joined anytime in August of 2021 or before, I want you to drop me in the comments. if your start date is before September 1st of this year, I'm talking to you guys right now. So this is what you guys need to write down for yourself. It's like you're a brand new distributor who signed up on September 1st. Like your new launch date is September 1st. Okay, remember when you signed a new distributor before, you had 30 days to get them 6 customers, right? And when you got them 6 customers, they got a shopping spree, you got a $150 bonus, right? Everyone with me on that? Okay, you're a brand new distributor whose new start date is September 1st. When you get 4 customers, Tracy's like, yay, I get to restart. And I know you joined in August, right? But this is huge, right? And so when you get 4 customers and 1 distributor in your first 30 days, you unlock the bonus. Just like your new distributor in the past had unlocked the $150 shopping spree, right? When you get 4 and 1 in your first 30 days, you unlock the bonus. And so what does that mean? The 4 and 1, when you get 4 customers, it means that you earn when you get 4 customers that total at least 180 BV, you get a $50 bonus. And those pay out on Friday, just like the fast start bonuses used to pay out on Friday. When you get 1 distributor, then you get a $100 bonus. Now that $100 bonus, if you read the rules, does not pay out unless if you unlock the 4 first. Okay, so if your first thing that you sign is a distributor, you're still going to get that $100 bonus, but you got to get the 4 first. So as long as you get 4 by the end of the month, you're going to unlock the $150. Okay, it's kind of like the shopping spree where you may have gotten them 6 customers, but if they didn't have that 150 volume or didn't run an auto shipment, it didn't pay out, right? Until they hit that 150 or commission qualified mark. Does that make sense? So right now I am only talking to the distributors that joined in August or before. Your new start date is September 1st. You need to get your 4 and 1. 4 earns you $50, 1 earns you $100. 1 distributor, $100, 4 customers. Now those 4 customers must total 150 BV. Or don't write that down, 180 BV, okay? And so for me, for example, my first 4 customers didn't total 180 BV. But then I signed a 60 BV customer. So there is a combination of my 4 customers that did total the 180. Now my next 4, same thing. It didn't total the 180 needed, but then I signed another one that pushed it over. So now I do have the 180. Okay, so it's any combination of 4 and 1 between now and the end of the month. You get 30 days to get your 4 and 1. Now, your 1 that you sign. So let's say, so I signed a distributor, for example, on the 4th. Okay, I signed a distributor on Saturday, the 4th. So for me personally, I have 30 days to get my 4 and 1, which means I have from the 1st to the 30th. Now to complete the cycle, I need to help my 1 get their 4 and 1. They get 30 days from their start date. And so I signed a distributor on the 4th. And so I have 30 days to help her get the 4 and 1 to cash out on my $350 bonus. Let's say my girl, so I signed Carmen. Let's say Carmen gets her 1 on the 15th of the month. She's going to have until the 15th of next month to get the 4 and 1 for that person to cash out on her $350. Is this making sense? Does anybody want to ask me a clarifying question?
I do.
Yes.
So, all right, if you didn't do an auto shipment, but your group already equals 180 BBs with 4 customers and 1 BT, how does that work?
Your
Do you
commission
still have to do an auto?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Wait, so does that one distributor, so you sign the distributor, right? If you're, say you move them to somebody else, does that still stay under you to do that? Or does it go towards, okay.
Yep, you're the enroller. Now we'll get into more detail about that. Somebody don't let me forget about where you're placing your distributor. Okay. But yes, if you move the distributor, it's fine. Okay. All right. So, now at the end of January, or sorry, at the end of December, when this 90-day program thing that we're doing to get us through the end of the month, or sorry, the end of the year. Okay. Starting in January, when we sign new distributors or any time moving forward, once they reach their 90-day period, it'll finish out the month. And then their 30-day period will go from first to last day of the month. First to last day of the month. Okay. So to make this simple, I signed up Carmen on the 4th. So her rollover period is the 4th to the 4th, the 4th to the 4th, the 4th to the 4th. Okay, that makes up her 90 days. Now we're in December, right? Because it's September 4th to October 4th, October 4th to November 4th, and then November 4th to December 4th. So she'll get to finish out December, but then in January, she's going to be on the same schedule as me, first of the month, last of the month. Okay, that was in the rules. When you read that, that's what that's talking about. So everybody gets their 90-day program. Everyone gets their 90 days of, 30-day cycles in there. And then after that's over, they're going 1st to 30th like us. Okay, yes, thumbs up if you're with me. Okay, so any new distributor that joined this month, if you join this month, drop me in the chat. If your start date is September something. Okay, if you've signed a distributor so far this month, write me in the chat because this pertains to you. All right, so Caitlin is September 3rd, Lilani and Merlin and myself. Okay, so just like I talked about, they get 30 days to get their 4 and 1.
Okay.
To earn their 150 bonus. So if Caitlin signed on the 3rd, Cheyenne, she gets until October 3rd to officially collect her 4 and 1. Now let's say that she signs her 1 on the 2nd of next month. Oh man, she just barely squeezed it in, right?
Yeah.
She has from the 2nd to the 2nd to help that new distributor get the 4 and 1 and still earn that $350 shopping spree.
Okay.
Okay, so I mean, you really have 30 days for every single person to sign 4 customers and 1 distributor. 30 full days for every single person. Everybody should be able to do this and be able to do it successfully and easily if they're doing the work. And so I want to talk to you guys about what is the work. Okay, so when I sign my new distributors, let me hurry and send myself this photo so I can show it to you guys. When I've signed my new distributors, I've just kind of thought to myself, what is most important for them to be able to sign 4 customers and 1 distributor? Okay, can you guys unmute and just share a couple of things? Just one thing each, real quick. Nothing too wordy.
Repeat the question.
For someone to sign 4 customers and 1 distributor, what would be the essentials that they're doing every day?
Post to post.
Host to post? What else?
Friends.
Daily task list.
So I'm asking Kayla, like what's on the daily task list? I think I heard
Oh,
Tracy say add friends. Did you say that, Tracy?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. What else?
Following up.
What'd you say?
Following up.
Following up. What else? Every day. Calls, right? Mm-hmm.
Going live.
Going live. I wouldn't say that's a necessity to get 4 customers and 1 distributor. And I think a lot of new people are maybe afraid of that, and maybe calls don't have to do to get your 4 and 1.
Posting every day.
Posting every day, I would say that's super important.
Reach out messages.
A reach out message to plant the seed, I would say that's important. And you guys, honestly, like there's no right or wrong answer. So I'm not trying to put anyone down or not make someone, but I'm just thinking like bare minimum, what does somebody need to do to be able to just sign 4 customers and 1 distributor? That's it. Like think about that, you guys. Like let's not overcomplicate it. So this is what I came up with. And this is what I've sent my people, the daily to do. Every day, personal development. I want them to be successful in this long term. And I know that personal development is number 1. And so I said, we want you to grow mentally, emotionally, financially, spiritually, in all the ways. Reading or listening to books, YouTube podcasts are great ways to grow. Every single day, I believe that if someone posts 3 to 5 times a day, good content, I believe they would get 4 customers. I do. Honestly, like I know what posts are working. And if they're willing to make those posts, like I had my new people just make the cleanse posts and they already all have potentials just for making 1 post. And so I said, people will buy from who they know, like, and trust. Posting 3 to 5 times a day, keeping them 3 to 5 hours apart, posting things about you, your family, beliefs, asking questions, and sprinkling in some of the products in business. I know that if someone had an effective Facebook page where their profile picture was them, they were posting relevant, valuable, engaging things, that they would be able to sign 4 customers, right? Message or reach out to 25 new people a day. You must plant seeds in order to reap the harvest. Most people won't say yes right away. It'll take you asking and then watching for a few days, weeks, even months before they say yes. Be patient, be consistent, and keep planting seeds. I know that if someone sent 25 reach out messages a day, they would for sure sign 4 customers in 30 days. For sure they would. There's no way you couldn't. Adding 25 new friends, like Tracy said, fresh fish jump first. It's important to always be expanding your network because your new friends will look at you as a pro. Add people you'd want to be friends with in real life. Find friends of friends or from groups that you're a part of. I know for a fact that if someone is posting 3 to 5 times a day and sprinkling in the business and they invite new people to be a part of their page, people are going to come to them. I know that because it's happened for me. It's happened for a lot of you guys, right? Like brand new people are commenting on your stuff saying that they want what you have, right? And then getting up 5 hosted posts a day. I know if that's all somebody did is 5 hosted posts in one day, they would for each day, they would for sure get 4 customers and 1 distributor. So I'm looking at this, I'm like, if everybody just did number 2 every single day consistently, they'd get 4 and 1. If everyone did number 3 consistently, they would for sure get their 4 and 1. If people did 2 and 4 consistently, then they would get their 4 and 1. And if people just did number 5, they would be expanding their network. They would be sending the reach out messages, right? They'd be getting someone else to post for them. So by doing number 5, they're basically doing 2, 3, and 4 at the same time. I know they would get their 4 and 1. So do you guys see, like, even you guys who have been in the business for a long time, this is just isn't for new people. Like this is legit all you need to do to get your 4 and 1 consistently every single day. Now, if you go live, like Tammy said, I think that you'll be able to get them easier because people will actually be able to see and hear you and feel you. And so they would trust you quicker. If you do what, was it, who said get on calls? I can't remember now. Lorraine. So if you do what Lorraine said and you get on calls, guess what? If you get on calls, you're going to make friends and you're going to be able to have the messages to send out. You're going to be able to make sure you set aside the time to make the post, to send the messages out, to add the friends, to get the host to post up within an hour and work your business more effectively and efficiently, right? So do you have to go live? Do you have to have the calls? I'd say no, but is it going to make it easier and better and quicker for you? Absolutely. So how does this feel? Does anybody have any questions or comments or clarity that they need on that? Can you guys give me the thumbs up on your screen? I don't know how to do that. You click reactions. Can you give me the thumbs up on your screen if you guys don't do it yet? I haven't even told you, so don't agree with me yet. If you agree, that if somebody just does a couple of those things that are on that daily to do, they'll get their 4-in-1. If you don't agree, don't give me a thumbs up. But if you do, like, I'm so jazzed about this. It's really that simple, right? And do you guys know where to find the posts? Tons in the boards app, right? Tons on the pack page. Do you know where to find the messages to send? Tons on the boards app, right? And there's even some in the pack page. Do we know how to do host to post? We've got videos for it, and Lalani's doing calls for it. Do we know how to, like, what was the other thing that was on there? Add friends. If you hop on a power hour, we always give you different ways to add friends, right? And if you're doing host posting, you have ways to add friends. So everybody knows what to do. We just got to teach it and hold everybody accountable for it. Now, what I love about this program, okay, as I'm signing distributors and I'm signing customers, in the last 6.5 years, you guys, I have never kept customers underneath myself, except for when I've needed to for like the very start of the year to qualify me for a bonus. I have like my first time starting the business, all I needed was 4 customers to get my shopping spree, because that's what it was a long time ago. And then once I started signing distributors, I always moved my customers underneath them. Okay, at the start of this year, I had to get 6 for myself, so I got my 6 customers. Ever since then, I've always been moving my customers underneath you guys, whether somewhere in your organization, somewhere in your uplines organizations. I've been moving my customers for basically my lifetime in the business. And so it's been a shift for me because I've signed 9 so far this month. My personal group volume is over 500 right now. And I'm stoked because I'm finally going to get paid what I deserve because of my work ethic. And what happens in this business over the last few years is I've gotten paid well, but I don't see the return on my work until months or sometimes even years later. I remember when I went double diamond and I was like, oh my gosh, the work that I put in the last 13 months have finally paid off, you know? Like I worked for 13 months for that double diamond paycheck. And then it finally felt like it had come full circle and all of my work had paid off. When I went triple diamond, same thing. I was like, oh my word, the work I've done the last 3 years has finally paid off. Now, you guys, the work that you put in is paying off immediately. And it's paying off for you directly when it comes to, earning that $150 bonus, but it's paying off tenfold when you teach somebody else how to do it and you help them earn a $150 bonus. And then you get an extra 350. And then guess what? The distributors in your organization, they all have 500 group volume now. And it's all closer to your top line because you've got your runners that are doing the work. Everybody is winning and everybody's getting paid now. It's still down the road because we have our 3-month commitment. So your check is like growing times 10, times 10, times 10, like exponentially, residually. Like, can you wrap your heads around this? But it only works if you work. That is it. It only works if you work. I'm assigning these distributors and I'm working with them. I'm not worried about Kayla, Kelly Jo, Esther, Shelly. Like, if you guys need me, you can come to me and I'll help. But I'm coaching my new people to be successful, just like I expect you to be doing. I expect you guys who are part of this business to get your 4-in-1 and then to help your 1 get their 4-in-1. I'm no longer focused on the build as much as I'm focused on the new, and the building will come as you help your new people. Does that make sense? In the past, we've had people feeling resentful where it's like, oh, my upline didn't help me. My upline didn't build me. And sometimes your upline had to build you so that way they could rank up, right? That's no longer the case anymore. It is your job to do the work, which is the way that it always should have been, right? But like now, like it's going to show. It's going to show who's actually doing the work, who's being consistent. All it is 4-in-1. You don't have to do this multiple times during the month. If you want to, you can, because obviously that's going to grow you. It's going to grow even more, right? But we're just looking at one time, 4 customers, 1 distributor. Now for me, to make it simple, I just said, you know what? I want to do my 4-in-1 the first week. I want to get my 4-in-1 done in my first 7 days. So that way I can focus on my new people. And so don't tell yourself, oh, I have 30 days. I have 30 days, because what you could do in 30 days, you could do in 72 hours. And then you could help them do it in 72 hours. And then you could go do it again, and you could do it again. Anyone here trying to lose weight? Pretty much almost like 75% of the call, right? Like, let's be honest. We all have, whether it's a couple pounds or a lot of pounds. Okay. If you tell yourself I'm going to lose weight till the end of you have till the end of the year to hit your goal. When do you actually start trying? At the end of the year, right? Like if you set this New Year's resolution that's like, by the end of the year, I'm going to lose 50 pounds, right? What happens in September? You have 57 pounds to lose because you had all year long and you waited and waited and waited. So do you know what you do in your goal setting? As you say, I'm going to lose 10 pounds this month. I'm going to lose 10 pounds the next month, right? And then all of a sudden you've lost 5 pounds in 50 months because you set yourself goals that were closer together. So that's what you guys need to do. Number one, to set yourself up for success is say, I will have my 4-in-1 done by Friday. So that way I can help my new distributor get their 4-in-1 done by Friday. And it gives me an opportunity to do it again. Don't set a goal to have it done by the end of the month. Set a goal to have it done by the end of the week. And guess what? It may not happen at the end of the week, but it'll happen by the end of the second week, right? It'll happen sooner when you push that goal back a little bit more. Okay. And so we know what the rules are for the 4-in-1 for yourself and for your people, right? So now let's go ahead and talk about charting. So every day we say, hey, send your charts to your upline, send your charts to your upline. Okay. It doesn't really make sense to chart right now because you're not picking a leg to coach and well, maybe you're picking a leg to coach, but you're not really filling any legs, right? Because you're keeping the customers underneath you. You can move the distributors where you need them to go, right, in your organization. So maybe you do still need to chart a little bit, so that way you know where you're building. But ultimately, it doesn't make sense to chart so much right now. And so I wanted to invite you guys to chart a different way this month. I shared it with Merlin and Kelly Jo, and it confused them completely. And so I am a green personality who likes to check boxes. If it makes sense to you, use it. If it doesn't, do what you want to do. Okay. Like you guys need to make sure that it's not confusing to you, that you know what you want to do to be successful with this. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. I'm going to come back into the eSuite. And so the first thing that you guys can use if you want to is this right here, Fast Start Bonus and Christmas Cash Worksheet. So this is in the eSuite. This is pretty simple. Okay, so earn $5,000 in the next 90 days. So all you need to do is print this out 3 times. So here's you complete 4 and a friend. So you're going to put your 4 loyal customers' names here and your 1 distributor. And then you help the DT complete 4 and a friend. So you can write your distributor's name here, put their 4 loyal customers that you help them sign, and then 1 distributor that they sign. And boom, there's your $500 bonus because you get the 150 plus the 350. And you do that 3 times and you earn a $3,500 Christmas bonus. Okay, does this make sense to you guys? You're literally filling in 8, 9, 10 blanks. 10 blanks and you just earned $500. Okay, so you guys are welcome to use this. And this would be for you personally. So this is actually, I'll probably just like screenshot and crop this and put this in our action planner notebooks and put it in like a couple of times. So that way you guys complete it multiple times during the month for those of you who want to. because this makes it pretty simple. Now for me, because I have a big organization, I was thinking to myself, I don't want to be the only one that's doing this. I still want to be coaching other people to do it too, right? So I want you guys who either don't have anybody in your downline, you guys I made a smaller chart for, and then you guys who do have people in your downline, I made a bigger one. And I'm not quite sure, like I said, this was confusing to some people, but if it makes sense to you, you can use it. And I'll post all of these. I see some of you guys taking pictures and stuff. I'll make sure that I post all of these in the pack page. So that way you guys can use them if you want them. Okay. And so Miriam, I'll get to your question in just a second. I see it there. Don't let me forget. Okay. So let me go in here to Messenger. So here is something that I made, September cycles. Okay, so you would put your name right here. Let's see if I can do it on a computer. T-A-M-I. Okay, that's really ugly, but that's what you're getting right here. Okay, so I'm just gonna write Tammy because I don't want to write the rest. Okay, so I write my name right here. Did I get my 4 customers and a friend? And then I'm going to put that friend's name right here. So that's Carmen. Carmen's going to watch the recording and she's going to be like, leave me alone. You keep saying my name. I know. Okay. And then when Carmen gets her 4 customers, I'm going to check off there and then 1 distributor. And I've completed my cycle 1 time. If I want to go for 2, I can check. There's my distributor. And then I signed Whitney. So I put Whitney's name here. And then when she gets her 4, boom, 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 boom. So if you want to like send charts to your team, you can, or sorry, to your upline, you can still put the volume here. I think that's smart to still keep track of the volume. But you're, instead of worrying about like charting because you're not going to be filling a box, you're coaching a box. I want you guys to pick other people in your organization to help get this too. It's one thing when you win, but I'll tell you, it was super exciting knowing that Lilani and Merlin already earned their first one. I messaged Cammie and I'm like, Cammie, I got it twice already. And Cammie's like, that's great, but who on your team has got it? And it made me feel so proud to be like, I'm not the only one. And so you guys can use this. I thought this would be great if you, for yourself to use personally. And then you guys who have a team, I made this one. Nope, not that one. Hold on. So, oh my gosh, keeps giving me the red check mark when I try and send things. So, another thing that I want to do, like I said, I want to make sure that I'm not the only one that's winning. And so I thought, I could put Kelly Jo's name here. This is really hard to do on a computer, just so you guys know. Okay. And then I'm like, okay, Kelly Jo is one of my legs. And I know Kelly Jo, remind me, I'm pretty sure you have 4 customers right now. So I'm going to like check on Kelly Jo's 4 customers. And then underneath Kelly Jo, she's got Lilani, she's got Samara, and she has Tammy. Okay. So maybe I pick 3 of her like top legs for her. And I want to see and coach and help support Tammy, Samara, and Lilani, you know. And so here's Lilani, boom, 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 boom. So I'm like, woo, Lilani's got it. And I can shout her out. And then Samara, boom, boom. And then we've got Tammy, boom, 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 right? And so then I've got Merlin on a leg. So I'm going to go ahead and write Merlin's leg. And then underneath Merlin, I know that she has Esther, Ayana, and Tammy on her spots, and Dina, and, you know, I mean, she's got lots of people. Everyone's got lots of people, right? But I can go ahead and put their names on and I can track theirs. And so I thought maybe instead of charting, we could use something like this to see how many 4-in-1s can you get in your downline. And then same thing, I can still track volume here. So for Kelly Jo to be paid as Ruby, you know, these obviously need to be at least 400 or more. For Tammy to be paid as Ruby, she needs to have at least 2,000 up here. You know, and for Kelly Jo to go Emerald, she needs to have 2 Ruby leaders, you know, so 2,000 here for Lilani. So I can still track group volume, but what we really want to track is the 4-in-1. So I know that this is super ugly with my chicken scratch here, but does that make sense? Is this something that you feel like would be helpful for you to track? Merlin, does it make more sense now or no? Kelly Jo, where are you?
Yeah, with you explaining it, I understand it now.
Anything else that
I think I think new people are probably confused. So I think it would take like doing a call probably with everyone and going over it. But I think everybody could catch on. Like the first time I looked at it, I was like, oh, I don't understand what you're saying. Like, I think I understand the concept, but I didn't get it at all. But now just you going over it, I get it. So I think if we just did another in-depth thing, that we could get it and it makes sense. And I mean, we all know that our rank doesn't define our paycheck. And if we're doing 4-in-1 and we're teaching everybody to do 4-in-1, our paychecks are going to go astronomically up. So like, yes, it's important to like make sure you're building to ranks, but that is not the end all be all. Like my checks at lower ranks have been bigger than my top rank. So, you know, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so one thing that stands out to me is, you know, somebody asked, are you chasing the rank or are you chasing the bank? Think about that for a second. Chasing the rank or chasing the bank? So when you guys go diamond, like a minimum, usually a diamond paycheck is like anywhere between $1,000 to $2,000, right? Well, a distributor now can earn $1,500 by doing this 3 times in just bonuses. And so rank doesn't really matter anymore so much as completing your cycles. Like, and so focusing on the cycles is what we want to do. Go ahead, Merlin.
Yeah, with me, you know how I am. Like, it's just just do it. You know, just know you have to get your 4-in-1 and teach your team how to get their 4-in-1. And like you know, to be honest, I'm overwhelmed because of the different box and chart. But that's just me. You know, and the other thing, I feel like maybe the company is getting rid of charts. I don't know. You think that might be it if they getting rid of the chart? Just basically, okay.
Well, I don't know because me and one of our team was on with Cami Pentecost, and she said eventually they are trying to get rid of the charts. I remember her saying that.
Okay, let's not talk
It
about
was
that right
me and
now.
Kezia. That's right. It was me.
Yeah, let's not bring that into more because we
I do have a
will.
question about cycles.
Okay, so just 1 second. Let's rewind. Let's back up. So this month, you guys, we're not focused on the rank up. We're focused on the bank up. Okay, everybody's getting their 4-in-1. Now, if the charts and things that I'm showing you right now are confusing, don't use them. Okay, you get your 4-in-1. You help your new distributor get their 4-in-1. That is it. Those of you who are green centered brains, or people who just like need a worksheet to fill out, that's what I'm giving you now. Okay, so if you don't need that, then don't confuse yourself or get yourself more overwhelmed. Okay, so like I said, this is already in the e-suite. If you just want to fill out, this is yours, this is your friend, boom, boom, it's done. If you want to use what I have created as a visual, the whole purpose of this is a visual, and plus we talk about sending your charts, right? And so I wanted to give you guys a chart to send. If you do not have people underneath you, this is what you use. This one. If you have people, hold on just 1 second, Tracy, just 1 second, okay? If you have people underneath you, so I have a lot of people underneath me, I don't want this one, you are the only one winning. Okay, because you get your 4 and a friend, you help that person get their 4 and a friend. You get your 4 and a friend, you help that person get their 4 and a friend. You're the only one winning on this chart, right? Those of you who have an organization, this one is for you. So like Merlin, you could use this one, or Kelly Jo, you could use this one, or Lalani, you could use this one because you have people already in your downline to see if they're getting their 4 and a friend. So existing distributors go here. So that way you can track if your team is doing it. So this one is only for people who have existing distributors and they want to check with, they want to get their teams to do it. This one is for you to do it for the first time. So Tracy's a brand new distributor, or maybe you don't have anyone in your downline who's working. So I'm thinking about Tiffany. And so you're basically starting over, right? And so you do it once, boom, boom, and then try and do it again, boom, boom, right? Like that's who this one is for. Okay. So if this is confusing to you, you don't need to use it. Okay, go ahead, Tracy.
Is a cycle every 30 days or you're saying per week?
Every 30 days.
Okay.
Yep. So September 1st to the 30th, get your 4 in 1. Okay, so I really didn't want to make this more confusing. On a scale of 1 to 5, 1 is I'm lost, 5 is I've got it, let's go. Will you drop your number below? And be honest. I see lots of 5s, which is good, but okay, 3s and 4, I see a 4. Okay, so anybody who put a 3 in the chat, I want to open it up to you guys first. Is there a question that you can ask me that will help bring you to a 4?
Okay, so if you do your distributor and your 4 customers and your distributor, do you have to do that within the first 30 days too? The 2 legs?
So you need to get 4 in 1 before September 30th. Whenever you sign your 1, you have 30 days from that day to get them their 4 in 1. So let's say that you sign up a coworker on the 15th of this month. You'll have until the 15th of next month to get them their 4 in 1 to earn your $350.
Okay.
So they don't have to have it done by the end of the month for you to get the other half of your bonus. You get a full 30 days from the day you sign your 1. Thank you for asking. Anybody has a 3 that wants to clarify to get themselves to a 4? Okay, anyone that put a 4, is there anything that we could answer for you to get you to a 5?
I just need to do it in order to get it, I guess. That's how I learned, so.
Perfect. And so hopefully, whether you want to use the It Works worksheet, whether you want to use the chart that I created, or whether you just want to do it and see what happens, that's fine. But I agree. It's going to make more sense when you do it and when you get paid out on it, and it's something brand new. And so, yes, but I just wanted to make sure we had time to answer questions. Okay. So moving forward, what do I expect from you, or how are you guys going to do this? Okay. So when you complete your 4 in 1 3 times before December 10th, okay, when you do your 4 in 1 and help your friend do their 4 in 1 3 times before December 10th, you get a $3,500 bonus. This is paid out one time before Christmas. So you're ending up earning $5,000, because when you do your 4 in 1 and help them do the same, that's $500. Your 4 in 1, help them do the same, that's $500. Your 4 in 1, help them do the same, that's $500, right? So it's $1,500. Then that unlocks your $3,500 bonus. So that's what makes the 5,000 total. Does everybody understand that? So when we're posting and saying things about $5,000 before Christmas, that doesn't mean that they're getting $5,000 before Christmas, because they're going to get that $500 bonus for each time along the way. The one-time payout is the $3,500. Now, to earn that bonus, one of the distributors that you sign must be kept on your front line. One of the distributors that you sign must be kept on your front line. So that means all of the rest of the distributors that you sign can be moved into your organization and they still count. Just one has to stay on your front line to earn that bonus. Okay. Now you can earn that bonus unlimited times. I don't know if you guys saw Cami Pentecost's face when Mark said that. I think Mark made a boo-boo and he said it. And so now the company is doing it, which means if you complete your steps between now and December 10th, 6 times, you will get paid a $7,000 bonus before Christmas, plus the $3,000 that's going to pay out ahead of time, which means you've earned $10,000 before Christmas. Let's say you do it 9 times, another $5,000, $15,000 before Christmas. 4 times, 20,000, like insane. Now that's not to stress anybody out, but it's to say, get your steps done by Friday so that you can help them do it, so that you can do it again. So that you can do it again and again and again. If you do it 3 times this month, you've already locked in your $3,500 first bonus. You do it 3 times next month, you've already locked in another $3,500 bonus. You do it again in November, there's another. Go ahead, Miriam, ask me a question.
So what I like about this new system is when they came out last year, I think last year, with the 3 and 6. So now they replace everything, the 3 distributors and 6
So hold on, Miriam, I'm going to stop you there. I don't want to bring in other numbers because I don't want to confuse anybody. But yes, they did make it a lot more simpler. They absolutely did. But yes, I don't want to bring in other numbers because I want to make sure that we're just staying focused on the facts.
Yeah. So that's more that's simpler that to sign up for 4 customers and 1 distributors, and just help the 1 distributor get their 4 customers earlier and 1 distributors. And I think somebody just mentioned, so meaning we don't we don't know. So that's mean we still gonna be getting paid like we went to Ruby with volumes.
Okay, so I don't want to
volumes.
bring in anything about ranks. Like I don't want to bring in anything else. So
Okay.
I will talk to you about it one-on-one though, for sure, if you have clarifying questions. But I don't want to talk about rank ups and that kind of stuff right now. We don't have time for it, and I just want to keep it super simple. Okay. So 4 and 1, get it done as soon as you can. Okay. Now, like I said, every 3 times that you do this in the 30-day mark though. Okay. So let's say that you sign 14 customers, right? And you need the 12 because 4, 4, 4, right? And let's say you sign 14 customers. Those 2 customers don't count into October. Okay, remember it goes the 1st to the 30th to complete your steps. Then we start over in October. Okay, the 1st to the 30th in October, the 31st. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. Okay, one of those distributors must be kept on your front line. So Cheyenne, you wrote, did that screw me up moving Caitlin? No, it didn't. One of the 3 has to be kept on your front line to unlock the bonus. Now, I don't believe, and I will need to ask Cami or Amber because it wasn't in there. I don't think each time, I just think 1 total needs to be kept on your front line. So let's say that you do this 9 times. I only believe that 1 needs to be there, not 3 of the 9. Hopefully that's not confusing. So I believe only 1 needs to be there for you to unlock the Christmas bonus itself, the Christmas cash. Okay. So, where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Okay. Number one, everybody gets their 4-in-1 by Friday. Write Friday in the chat if you are committed to that. Write Friday in the chat if you're committed to getting your 4-in-1 by Friday. Okay. How are you going to do that? You're going to do that by doing these simple tasks every single day. If you are not reading a book, I want you guys to read GoPro. Somebody who's on their phone, go into your boards app, go into the new distributor, someone who's on their phone on Zoom. Okay. Put the GoPro link in the comments. So if you're on your phone on Zoom, go to your pack boards, click on new distributor training. There it is right there. Thank you, Lolani. Okay. If you do not have a personal development book, I want every single one of you guys this week, it's 3 hours long, to listen to GoPro. Okay. First book I listened to, it's going to help you turn you into a network marketing professional. Okay. Every single day, you're posting 3 to 5 times, keeping them 3 to 5 hours apart. Do not share other people's stuff. You post what you want people to know about you on your page. You're not sharing recipes. You're not sharing funny videos. You're not sharing memes. You're posting you, your products, your business. Every single day, you're committed to 25 reach out messages. You're sorting your Facebook friends list, oldest friends first. You're messaging 25 people, asking them to take a look at your list of products that you have. 25 a day. Now, if you message 25 a day, that means that you need to add 25 new, right? So that your list doesn't end. Every single day, adding 25 new people. Do more if you want, right? The more you do, the better results you're going to have. And every single day, we're committed to 5 post-to-posts. Doing these things on a daily basis is going to get you your 4-in-1. It's going to make you a respectable leader. So when you do sign your 1, you can expect the same for them. Okay. And like I said, I will put this in the pack page as well as everything else that we've talked about. So that way you guys can utilize it as much, utilize what you want. Okay. Now I recommend every single day you're on a call. That way you can continue to ask questions. Leaders ask questions. When I asked you guys who put a 3 in there to ask me a clarifying question, or anyone who put a 4 in there to ask me a clarifying question, if you don't have questions, then you got to show up to the call so that somebody else is asking the question that you didn't even know you had, to improve your knowledge, to improve your learning. So be on a power hour, be on, the storytelling Zoom, be on the new distributor training on Wednesday nights, which are done by corporate. Okay. Be on calls so that way you can learn and grow and get your work done. All right. So that's what I've got for you tonight. Does anybody have any relevant questions about what we've talked about that's not going to take us down a rabbit hole? If not, I'm going to stop the recording and then you guys can ask me all the crazy questions. Well, not crazy questions. There are no crazy questions, but I just want to make sure that what I've explained here makes sense before I before I stop the recording.
I have one, Tamika.
Yes.
The 4 and a friend. Now, if we do it again, yes, we can move that distributor. Do we have to keep those 4 new customers under us, or can they be moved?
Yes, that's a great question. I did not go over that. You need to keep the 4 underneath yourself. Yes. Thank you for adding that part in. All right, go ahead, Leah, give us encouragement. I'm going to stop the recording after you're done, and then I'll stay here for some more questions.
So I'm working on it. I always used to be like really negative, down the dumps kind of thing, just, thought bad of myself. And ever since meeting Tamika and just, her encouragement and just, be positive, I've actually been working on it. And I liked what you said earlier, because I always struggled even starting this business to set goals for myself. Says, oh, I'm not going to make it. But I feel like too, as she said earlier, set that goal. Yes, you may not make it, but you're not going to make it if, how do I word it? If you say, I'm not going to make it, you're not going to. And it was kind of funny this weekend because we went elk hunting and my brother-in-law was like, we didn't get a chance to shoot when we did see several, but he was like, well, I didn't think I was going to get one this weekend anyway. And I got so mad at him and I was like, stop. I said, think positive. I said, because if you don't, it's not going to happen. And sure enough, he wasn't planning on it and it didn't happen.
Ooh, I love that. If you guys say it's not going to happen for me, you are absolutely right. Absolutely. So let's all make sure that before we hop off this call, you say, I'm going to get my 4-in-1. Unmute and say it, and then you can hop off. Say, I'm going to get that 4-in-1. I'm going to get my 4-in-1.
I'm gonna get
Gonna get my 4-in-1.
I'm gonna get my
Another
4-in-1.
I'm gonna get my 4-in-1.
Get my 4-in-1.
Oh,
I'm gonna get my 4-in-1.
okay, let me go ahead and stop the recording.